Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of Susan Lopresti Wellness, Mind, Body, and Soul, the podcast where we explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between when it comes to a woman's life, her health, and all aspects of navigating the midlife landscape. I'm your host, Susan Lopresti, and I'm excited to be here with you today. And I want to talk to you about the ultimate guide to taking care of your health. So welcome, everyone. And I have so much to share with you today. And I'm just going to jump right in. So health has many different definitions. According to the World Health Organization, health is the state of physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. And then the Merriam-Webster, on the other hand, states that health is the condition of a being sound in body, mind, and spirit. The meanings are pretty similar. And what I find interesting is that when we discuss health, we typically only refer to the physical aspects of our health. And because of this, the ultimate guide to take charge of your health, we're going to cover all aspects of health. So who's with me on that? Among the most important discoveries that you will make in your life is finding your purpose. That is the first and foremost thing that I want to talk to you about today. Perhaps some of you have already discovered your purpose, while others are still trying to figure it out and define theirs. Having a clear purpose leads to clear value. This is important because having a purpose guides your life, and it helps you to apply the correct processes and actions to reach your goals. Purpose will be unique for everyone, right? What is perfect for you as a purpose will be totally off base for someone else. So don't follow other people. You need to trust your intuition. Here are some questions that you may come up with when you reflect upon your life purpose. Who am I? Where do I belong in this universe? Where do I fit in? When do I feel the ultimate fulfillment in my life? What is it that I'm doing when I truly feel fulfilled? And try using this equation for purpose. And this was developed by Richard Leder. And that is gifts plus passions plus your values equal your purpose. So by defining your gifts, your passions, and your values, your purpose will become crystal clear to you. After identifying your purpose, the next most important aspect of wellness is learning mindfulness. And this is really key. We're all living in a state engrossed in obsessive thoughts about something that just happened, or fretting about the future or the past, and it's normal. I'm not saying that it's not normal, but what I am saying is that it's not healthy. We all have the ability to practice mindfulness, but like any skill, it takes practice. And that's why we call meditation a practice, because you don't just meditate one day and achieve all of your life's goals and get yourself into complete alignment with who you are. It's through practice on a daily basis, whether it's 3 minutes a day or 5 minutes a day or an hour a day, whatever it is for you. So I want to give you a definition of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing. With practice, mindfulness will allow us to avoid becoming overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. Now, let me ask you something. Are you ever doing something, but you're thinking about something else? Let's say you're making a pot of coffee in the morning. You're making the pot of coffee, but yet you're thinking about all the things that you want to accomplish for the day. So you're putting scoops of coffee, but you can't remember how many scoops of coffee did I just add? And you need to dump that coffee back into the canister and start over again. That's the complete opposite of mindfulness. So when you're making coffee in the morning, your mind should be on the practice of making that coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4 cups to 4 cups of water, if that's the way you like your coffee. That's just one example, right? So guess what? Both science and experience demonstrate the positive benefits for our health, our happiness, our work, and our relationships if we stay in the moment. The ultimate guide with mindfulness is to be present in that very moment. Like I just mentioned, making that pot of coffee an example. So taking time to pause and breathe when the phone rings instead of rushing to answer it. That's another example. You get into the moment. And let's look at some techniques that are going to help you to get started with your mindfulness practice. Mindfulness could be practiced anytime, any time of day, and from wherever you are. It's estimated that 95% of our behavior runs on autopilot, just like I talked about with making coffee in the morning. Think about the times that you're driving and you arrive at your destination, but you don't have any recollection of how you got there. And that's because you were either engrossed in deep thought about something else, or perhaps you were talking on the phone, right? Or maybe you were singing songs on the radio and you just weren't paying attention, but you got there. Mindfulness is the exact opposite of this process. So here are some tips for practicing mindfulness. When you first wake up, take a few deep breaths and set your attention for the day. When doing mundane activities such as washing your dishes, rather than letting your thoughts take over, focus on that task, like I just said about the coffee pot. Get your senses involved. To keep your thoughts from wandering while doing the dishes, think about how the water feels and the smell of the soap. Don't get angry with yourself when your thoughts drift back to what you have to do today or tomorrow, or what you should have said to the jerk at the grocery store, whatever it is. Simply acknowledge the thought and then redirect your attention to the present moment. It may be helpful to set an alarm on your phone a few times a day as a reminder to take a few minutes to practice mindfulness. The more you practice, like with any practice that you do, the more natural mindfulness will feel, and soon it will happen automatically. And I know that that's a little bit difficult to believe, but it is the truth. It is the truth. Journaling is an excellent tool for health. The simple act of writing down your thoughts and your feelings allows you to understand them more clearly. Right? When you see them on paper, anyone who's struggling with stress or depression or anxiety can particularly benefit, because keeping a journal can help you gain control of your emotions and to improve your mental health. Here are some noted health benefits from journaling. It reduces stress and it improves immune function. Provides a mood boost when you journal, because you're getting out those thoughts, whether negative or positive, you're getting them out. It also helps to keep your memory sharp. It invokes mindfulness. In some studies, benefits are most significant when journaling at least 4 times a week. Make it a habit. Set aside a few minutes of your bedtime routine for jotting down your thoughts and your feelings from the day. If you need a little motivation, buy a new journal or a pen that will get you more excited to use. I don't know how many of you have heard of The Artist Way. The author is Julia Cameron, but she talks about the morning pages. And her suggestion is first thing in the morning, actually before you even get out of bed, to start journaling down your thoughts, how you're feeling from the moment you opened your eyes. And you could get a lot of insight into your thoughts, your patterns, your anxiety, or about the good thoughts that you may be having. So that's a powerful tool. And I would suggest that you read The Artist Way. It's loaded with so many helpful tools and suggestions to really improve your whole entire life. Another powerful tool that I want to talk about to take charge of your health is to continue to learn. Just because your school days are long gone doesn't mean that you have to stop learning. Learning can be something that's new and fun, and it can lead to a sense of accomplishment and also pride. Additionally, your brain chemistry changes and you could ward off dementia by continuing to learn. So maybe you want to learn a new language. That will help your brain. According to an article in Psychologies, learning is a core need for psychological well-being. Learning can help us build confidence and a sense of self-efficacy. The best part is you can learn whatever you want. Try learning, like I said, a new language, and then reward yourself with a trip where the language is native. Learn a new hobby, painting, gardening, cycling, you name it, you can learn it. Another option is to join a class or a local class at your library. Check out sites like Skillshare.com where you can learn something new digitally if it's not available in your area. Optimal health is about nourishing your mind, your body, and your soul. Finding balance is vital to cultivate your mind, body, and soul connections. Yoga is a great physical way to strengthen these connections. The practice of yoga teaches mindfulness through using the breath and helps you to be more in tune with your body. Other ways to achieve a healthy mind, body, soul connection include merely doing things that you love. We get so wrapped up in the tasks that we have to complete throughout the day that we forget to schedule time for ourselves. Doing things you love gives you the opportunity to get in touch with your soul. Taking part in nature is a must. Being in nature aligns you with something bigger than yourself, surrounds you by life, and ignites all of your senses. Then let's talk about being fit. You didn't expect to take a class about your health and me not discuss fitness, right? So fitness doesn't have to mean getting to the gym 5 days a week. You do want to challenge yourself, but there are many ways to achieve this. Does anyone currently take part in a physical activity that you enjoy? For most healthy adults, the Department of Health and Human Services recommends getting at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity a week, and strength training exercises for all major muscle groups at least 2 times a week. Brisk walking, swimming, even mowing your lawn are considered moderate aerobic exercises, while running, aerobic dancing, or more vigorous options. Strength training can include the use of weight machines, your own body weight, resisting tubing, resistant paddles in the water, or activities such as rock climbing if you're inclined to do that. Get creative with your physical activity. Find things that you truly enjoy to do. And also, another great suggestion is to find a friend who enjoys it as well, so that when you're working out, you help to keep each other accountable and also motivated, right? That's really important. Get off your butt, literally. Get off your butt. Let's practice now. Take a moment to stand and move around a little bit. Stretch or march in place. Try a few shoulder rolls. You could just start rolling your back and your neck and continue to do that. Move around side to side, right? Reduce sitting time is essential as well. I recently did a class about the dangers of sitting for prolonged hours a day. The more hours that you sit each day, the higher your risk of metabolic problems, which can impact your health and also your longevity. Even if you achieve the recommended amount of daily physical activity, if you're sitting for long periods of time, you're still at risk. Many health experts equate sitting to smoking regarding adverse health impact, believe it or not. The average adult spends 12 hours a day sitting. Physical inactivity is the fourth leading risk for global mortality. Take this to heart. It's a common misconception that exercise can compensate for too much sitting. This means you must get up and move around regularly. Set an alarm if you need to get up once an hour. If you work at a desk in front of a computer, time gets away from you, especially if you're really engrossed in what it is that you're doing. So setting a timer is so important. I would suggest every 45 minutes. And if you're in your office, when that timer goes off, you should walk around, go to use the lavatory, go to the break room, grab yourself either water or a green tea or a coffee, and walk around again and go back to your desk. This is vital for your health. It's vital for your health. And then I want to just touch on some alternative therapies. Who doesn't enjoy a nice, relaxing massage? I know I'd get one daily if I could. Massage is an excellent form of self-care. Some noted health benefits of massage include stress reduction, lower blood pressure, muscle relaxation, improved circulation and posture, and a stronger immune system. So go ahead and treat yourself to a massage. If you can't afford one once a week, maybe you could afford one once a month. If you can't afford once a month, then do it once every 2 months. Whatever works for you is what you need to do. Another beneficial alternative therapy that I absolutely love is acupuncture. Has anyone tried it? It's a wonderful healing modality. Acupuncture may sound intimidating, but it's anything but that. Acupuncture is also great for relaxation. It can help to relieve any pain that you may have. Anything from allergies to sciatica can be lessened with a few sessions of acupuncture. I also want to let you know that if you have medical coverage, a lot of medical companies do cover acupuncture as a healing modality. So call your insurance company and find out how many you are allowed and what the coverage is all about. But I would certainly suggest that you give it a try. Essential oils are another great healing modality. They are known for powerful health benefits. Essential oils are nothing more than concentrated plant compounds. They're the oil that's extracted from plants. First, let's talk about the different methods for using essential oils. There are three primary uses: topical, aromatic, and ingestion. For topical use, you never want to apply the pure oil to your skin. You always want to dilute the essential oil with a carrier oil. That could be coconut oil, almond oils, those are popular. You could also use any vegetable or nut oil. Whatever that you have handy will work for you. The general rule of thumb is 3 drops of essential oil to a teaspoon of carrier oil. This technique is ideal for compresses, also baths and massages. Aromatic applications are used to inhale essential oils, right? And they're vapors. So a few drops can be added to an aromatherapy diffuser on a cotton ball. You could put it just on your cotton ball and just inhale it from the cotton ball, or in a spray bottle with water. That will also work. Be very careful with the ingestion of essential oils. Not all oils are safe for ingestion, and pure oils need to be diluted. Carefully read the label of your essential oils for the indication of safe usage. They're all different. So make sure that whatever brand you're buying from, you go to their website or you call them and you get instructions if instructions did not come with the oil. Now we can talk about a few popular types of oils and their benefits. Lavender oil is among the most commonly used and most studied. The subtle floral scent is known to help aid relaxation and sleep. This is a wonderful oil if you struggle with anxiety as well. Additionally, breathing it in has been found to alleviate headaches, while the use of the oil topically may help reduce the itching and the swelling from bug bites as well. But again, you want to apply it with a carrier oil. Never use the oil straight on your skin. Roman chamomile is great for calming the mind as well. It's equally as useful on the skin and has been found to treat conditions like inflammation and eczema. The sweet floral scent of rose oil can be inhaled to help reduce anxiety. Its antioxidant properties have also been found to help to treat acne and to improve complexions for overall younger skin. Again, that is to be applied with a carrier oil. Frankincense is known for its astringent, digestive, antiseptic, and disinfectant properties. Grapefruit oil is said to have antifungal properties that may help to reduce harmful bacteria within. So again, you can ingest it, but you want to also use a little bit of a carrier oil with that. And again, check with the company that you purchased it from just to be doubly sure. Peppermint oil can help with headaches and also indigestion. It's wonderful for that. Basil oil has been shown to be both antiviral and anti-inflammatory, so it could work as a cold or a flu remedy as well as a muscle relaxer. And I will tell you that during COVID, a lot of people were using basil oil as well as oregano oil to keep their immune system strong, to ward off any kind of opportunity to be getting COVID. So the possibilities are truly endless. Sleep is another essential aspect of health, and this is vital. And I talk a lot about this on my podcast. So there are other episodes that I devoted strictly to sleep. So I'm just going to touch on it here today. First of all, most of us don't get enough sleep. The amount may differ for each of us, but the average person needs 7 to 9 hours a night. I generally get about 7 hours a night of sleep, and that seems to be good for me, but some people may require more, and some people may feel that they could go on 6 hours of sleep. But the general rule here is 7 to 9. So you want to try and stay within that guideline. Not only does getting enough sleep offer a host of benefits, not getting the sleep that you need increases your risk of numerous health conditions. So poor sleep is strongly linked to weight gain. You have a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and also stroke. So with that in mind, getting the sleep that you need offers protective benefits and allows your body and your mind to rest and replenish your energy stores, reduce stress, improve concentration and cognitive function, and helps your body to heal. Creating a bedtime routine is useful to help signal your body when it's time to begin to wind down. And here are just a few helpful tips for getting good quality sleep. First of all, you want to get to bed at the same time each night, and you want to wake up the same time each morning. Your body gets into this routine. And let's say you set your bedtime for 10 o'clock. You want to start winding down at least 45 minutes ahead of time. So let's get into the whole routine of bed. So you go into bed the same time each night, and you're waking up the same time each morning. You want to sleep in a dark, quiet, comfortable environment. You don't want any kind of electronics in there. And your bedroom should be set up for two things, for sleep and sex. That's it. No computers, no stack of bills and your mail. That should not be in your bedroom, right? You want to exercise daily, like I mentioned earlier, but you don't want to do it before bedtime. You want to limit the use of electronics before bed, preferably 45 minutes to an hour before you go to bed. You want to turn off your television, your laptop, your phone, and maybe read a book. Another suggestion that I always talk about, especially if you have trouble falling asleep, is to relax before bedtime by taking a warm Epsom salt bath. That is a beautiful way to unwind, release the toxins that are in your body. And my suggestion is staying in that warm bath anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. And if you're really enjoying it, go as long as 45 minutes to an hour. And then after you take your bath, that's the perfect time to read a book, some kind of relaxing book that offers different tips and tools for staying healthy, or maybe read poetry, something that is calming, soothes your soul, and again, get you ready for that sleep. The next thing I want to talk about, and some people may say, what, are you crazy? But that is to avoid alcohol. Avoid alcohol in the evening. Alcohol is a stimulant, just the way caffeine is. So also avoid caffeine later in the day. For me, I find that if I drink a cup of coffee past 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I could forget about getting a good night's sleep. So depending on your own body and what works best for you, you want to avoid alcohol in the late evening, and you also want to avoid caffeine. This is a no-brainer, and this should be avoid every single day of your life, but avoid nicotine, especially in the evening, because again, that's just, we don't even need to talk about it. You know that nicotine is bad for you, and no one, young middle age, or old should be smoking nicotine at all. You want to avoid prescribed sleep medications, and you want to opt for natural herbs when necessary. There's a lot of teas out there. There's sleepy time teas. Chamomile is a wonderful tea that you could drink in the evening that will also help you to unwind. The other thing is you need to stay hydrated. It's a crucial aspect of maintaining health. So throughout the whole entire day, you should be sipping on water. Drinking water helps you to maintain the balance of body fluids, which are necessary for digestion, they're necessary for absorption, your circulation, the creation of saliva, the transportation of nutrients, and also the maintenance of your body temperature. Water-rich foods such as fruits and vegetables, bone-broth soups, oatmeals, and beans, they tend to look more substantial and they require more chewing, and they are absorbed more slowly by the body, which will help you to feel full. Drinking enough fluids when you're exercising is vital for reducing muscle fatigue. And finally, water plays an essential role in removing toxins from your body via the kidneys and regulating bowel movements. And then you want to get your vitamins, right? One of the best things that you could do for yourself is to eat more fruits and veggies. And how many times in your lifetime have you already heard this advice? This is not anything new. Fruits and veggies are packed with all of the essential vitamins and minerals that your body needs. They are essential because your body cannot make them like it can make other nutrients. They are also fibrous to help support a healthy digestive system. A diet high in fiber can also help to reduce your risk of bowel cancer. According to myplate.org, health benefits of a diet rich in fruits and veggies include a reduced risk of heart disease, including heart attack and stroke, obesity, and type 2 diabetes, protection against certain types of cancer, lower blood pressure, and reduce your risk of developing kidney stones, and help decrease bone loss. And so many women, when you hit perimenopause and menopause, begin to lose bone mass. So this is vitally important to you. Plant foods are also rich in antioxidants and phytochemicals, which offer a host of benefits for anti-aging to disease protection. And then I just want to talk about supplements. Supplements aren't intended to be used as a food replacement. This is because an apple, for example, is packed with numerous vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, phytochemicals, and fiber. You can't get that in a single supplement. There are cases, however, where supplements may be beneficial alongside of a nutritional diet. For example, women in particular may have a difficult time maintaining iron levels through food alone. This can be due to menstrual losses, the inability to absorb enough iron from foods. When considering supplementation use, it's important to know the difference between synthetic versus natural. The issue with synthetic supplements is they are manufactured with chemicals and do not come straight from natural sources. They are made to mimic the way natural vitamins act in our bodies. Natural vitamins, on the other hand, are derived directly from plant materials containing the vitamin, not produced in a test tube. More than 95% of all the vitamin supplements sold today fall into the synthetic category. This is why I suggest that you amp up your plant intake rather than supplementing if there is no medical need to do so. And I just want to let you know that if you are looking for a great vitamin supplementation to add in conjunction with healthy eating, please reach out to me. You could reach me at susan@susanlopresti.com. Just put in the subject line vitamins, and I will reach out to you with some great suggestions of some vitamins that would work really well for you, along with some other items that are available. One of the most overlooked ways of taking charge of your health is merely keeping up with your annual screenings, having your blood pressure checked, your blood glucose, and your cholesterol levels checked at least on an annual basis is an essential method of detecting your risk of certain diseases and starting your way to reverse those diseases. So if your cholesterol is high, now you know it's high, and you will talk to your doctor about ways that you can reduce your cholesterol levels either naturally, or if they're super high, you may need to go on prescription meds until you get them back down to an optimal level. And then you may be able to go off of your prescription med and do some natural healing modalities to keep them down. Women should also be screened annually for cervical and breast abnormalities, right? And men need to have their prostate glands checked as well annually. Both men and women should have regular colorectal screenings to reduce your risk of colon cancer. Don't think of your doctor as a place to go when you're sick. You don't want to wait, and I say this all the time, you don't want to wait until you're sick to decide that you want to get healthy. Prevention is key. Make sure that when you go for your annual exams, before you leave that office, you schedule your exam for the following year. I just did that. I went on Tuesday for my annual eye exam. She said to me, "Do you want to make next year's appointment?" I said, "Absolutely." Because do you think I'm going to remember that I went on May 13th? Or May 14th, I believe. See, I don't even remember it. It was just a couple of days ago. So that's what I'm talking about. Before you leave that office, you tell the receptionist, "Let's make next year's appointment," and put it in your calendar. I want to also talk about checking your smile. Another underutilized preventive measure is regular dental cleanings. The dentist may be your first line of defense. Your mouth is a window to what's going on in the rest of your body. It's often serving as a valuable vantage point for detecting early signs of symptoms of systemic disease, such as diabetes. Your dental x-rays can signal bone loss, which can be missed during a routine medical physical. Mouths are susceptible to infections when not cared for correctly. While these may escalate to or be associated with poorly controlled diabetes, it can lead to cardiovascular disease, preterm birth as well. So if having a beautiful smile, fresh breath, and keeping your teeth aren't compelling enough reasons to brush, floss, and rinse, maintaining and achieving optimal health can now be added to the list of benefits. The next thing I want to talk about is reducing your clutter. You may be wondering how decluttering can have any health benefits. Well, let me tell you. Some psychologists are starting to recognize that clutter can have detrimental effects on your mental and your physical health. Clutter can lead to sensory overload for an already taxed brain. The stress caused by the sight of clutter can lead to anxiety and reduce your quality of sleep. That's why I said earlier, in your bedroom, you should not have your bills, any mail, you shouldn't have your laptop, none of that. Again, your bedroom is for two reasons: sex and sleep. A clean space is more conducive to productivity and creativity. A messy house can cause chaotic mornings where you can't get organized, right? Or you're always looking and searching frantically for your keys, your wallet, your purse when you're on your way out the door. Hang your keys in the same spot all the time. Leave your purse somewhere by the door when you're leaving, your wallet, everything should be organized. Getting rid of things that you don't need offer a variety of benefits, like lots of mail, lots of clutter, old magazines. I know for me, when I get magazines or once I read a book, I bring them down to my laundry room and we donate down there. And then when you're doing laundry, you could pick up a magazine or pick up a book, start reading it. Maybe you like the first couple of pages you read, take it back to your apartment, read it. When you're done, bring it back and donate it again. Not only will you feel lighter and more detached, but you will also pad your wallet. So if you want to sell your stuff, right? There's a lot of great apps out there. Poshmark is a great one. Mercari, eBay. These are all places where you could sell your stuff that you no longer want. And you can also pad your wallet while you're getting rid of tons of clutter. Whatever you do, don't let it overwhelm you. Take a few minutes a day and just tackle a drawer or a section of a room that you already have clutter, and just little by little either sell it or donate it or give it to your friend or your neighbor, whatever it is. But if you're not using it, if you haven't worn, let's say, an article of clothing in 2 or 3 years, the likelihood that you're ever going to wear it is 0 to none. You're not going to wear it. So give it away to someone who might. Even if, let's say, you've outgrown clothes, like you've gained 20 pounds or 10 pounds, and the size 6 doesn't fit you any longer. How many pounds would you have to lose in order to wear that size 6 again? And is it still in style? Do you even want it? Get rid of it. The next thing I want to suggest is rewind. I know that I loaded a ton of information on you today. So here's just a quick recap of everything that I discussed today. Set your purpose. Practice mindfulness. Avoid living on autopilot. Start journaling. Expand your knowledge by learning something new. Connect mind, body, and soul. Get fit. Avoid sitting for long periods of time. Treat yourself to a massage or acupressure or acupuncture. Try essential oils. Get more sleep. Stay hydrated. Eat plants. Check your supplements. Keep up with your wellness visits. See your dentist and declutter your space. If you need any help with any of these suggestions, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You could reach me at susanlopresti.com. You could also go to my website, www.susanlopresti.com. From there, you could schedule a free 30-minute health assessment with me. You're not under any obligation whatsoever to continue. And within 30 minutes, you would be surprised on how much clarity and how much help I can offer you. So until the next time, Thank you again for listening. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel so next time that I deliver another episode, you will be notified and you can jump right on and learn more ways to stay healthy and just enjoy this wonderful time in your life. Again, thank you for listening. Have a great day, and I'll see you here again soon.